millions come here for one reason: to honor the first kings of Vietnam. In Vietnam, there's a national day dedicated to the country's earliest rulers, the Hung Kings. According to tradition, the first king was Hung Quoc Vong, the eldest son of Lac Long Quan and O Co. He established the state of Van Lang, with its capital at Phong Chau in today's Phú Thọ. From him began the line of 18 Hung Kings, who laid the foundation of early Vietnam. If you want to understand the full origin story behind this, you can watch our video about Vietnam's origin. The Hung Kings Commemoration takes place every year on the 10th day of the 3rd lunar month. It is officially recognized as a national holiday, and it is one of the few occasions when people across the entire country share the same focus, remembering their common origin. The word Yo in Vietnamese refers to a death anniversary or Memorial Day. In this case, it is not for one individual, but for an entire royal line, the Hung Kings, who are considered the founding ancestors of Vietnam. The main celebration takes place in Phú Thọ province, about 90 kilometers northwest of Hanoi. The center of the event is the Hung Kings Temple Complex, located on Nha Linh Mountain. This site is historically associated with Phong Chau, the ancient capital of Van Lang. The complex includes several temples at different elevations, including the Lower Temple, Middle Temple, and Upper Temple, where the main rituals are conducted. During the festival period, this area receives a very large number of visitors, making it one of the busiest cultural sites in northern Vietnam. The central activity of the festival is the incense offering ceremony. This is a formal ritual led by government representatives, followed by participation from the public. The ceremony involves a procession up Nha Linh Mountain to the Upper Temple. Participants carry offerings and move in an organized, respectful manner. At the temple, offerings are presented to the Hung Kings. These typically include bánh chung and bánh jay, which are traditional Vietnamese rice cakes. According to legend, these two dishes represent the earth and the sky, and they are closely associated with early Vietnamese beliefs about the universe. Other offerings include fruits, flowers, incense, and traditional items that symbolize respect and gratitude. The importance of this festival lies in its cultural meaning. In Vietnamese society, respect for ancestors is a fundamental value, and this extends beyond family to the national level. The Hung Kings are not viewed simply as historical figures, but as the symbolic ancestors of the entire nation. The commemoration is a way of reinforcing a shared identity. There is a well-known Vietnamese saying, Juai din guk ve suoi, nanai jo to mun moi thok ba. This means that no matter where people go, they should always remember this day. This idea of remembering origins is one of the reasons why the festival remains important in modern Vietnam. In addition to the main ceremony, the festival includes a wide range of cultural activities. These are organized around the temple complex and nearby areas. Visitors can watch traditional performances, take part in folk games, and explore local markets. One notable cultural element is Hát Xoan, a traditional singing style from Phú Thọ that has been recognized by UNESCO as intangible cultural heritage. These activities create a balance between formal ritual and community celebration, making the festival both meaningful and engaging. If you plan to visit the Hung Kings Commemoration, there are a few important things to consider. Phú Thọ is accessible from Hanoi by car, bus, or private transfer, and the journey usually takes around 1.5 to 2 hours. Because of the large number of visitors, it is recommended to arrive early in the morning, especially on the main day of the festival. The path to the temples involves walking uphill, so comfortable clothing and shoes are important. It is also important to be respectful. This is not only a tourist attraction, but also a spiritual site where many people come to pay tribute. If you prefer a quieter experience, you can visit outside the main festival day, when the site is still open but less crowded. In 2012, The worship of the Hung Kings was officially recognized by UNESCO as an intangible cultural heritage of humanity. This recognition highlights the importance of the tradition not only within Vietnam, but also as part of global cultural heritage. For travelers, this festival offers a deeper understanding of the country, beyond landscapes and cities. And this is just one example of how festivals play an important role in Vietnamese culture. If you want to explore more, you can watch our video about the top 9 festivals in Vietnam. For Vietnamese people, the Hung Kings Commemoration is more than a national holiday. It's a reminder of where Vietnam began and how that origin is still remembered today. A tradition that continues from the past into the present.